welcome to the finale of Fate of Legends. Now, with me here are some familiar faces and one new face, which we'll get to momentarily. When we last left off, Merrick's did the most unlikely of any of the heroes, did the most heroic thing, throwing himself into the Rennick reactor and removing a bunch of the load-bearing bolts. There was a bright white flash, heat, and nothing. Outside.
Yeah, that's where we ended it. Yeah, you just the big and then nothing.
Yes. So. Outside, Gabriel and Embrourie, you have been evading Iltharian capture for a little bit of time. Not too long, but just long enough that it's starting to get tiresome. Now, last we left you, Gabriel, you would face down the maws of a Dragonel with an Iltharian warlord riding atop it.
Live to tell about it.
Careening into the ground. What have you been up to, the two of you, in order to kind of maintain that you're still keeping the Iltharians on their toes, but you're not getting caught, you're not getting in the thick of it?
Using our new simpatico, we've been casting cantrips back and forth to lure.
No, we haven't.
That's
not
lure.
what we've been doing at all.
No, that's not what we've been doing. We're luring them.
No.
Triangulating.
No. This is what we've been doing.
Okay.
Oh my God. What the hell are you talking about?
We're supposed to be evading Eltharians.
By casting
triangles.
There's only two of us. You can't triangulate with two people.
Aren't you going in True Strike?
This is what we've been doing. Idiot. So, I saw him flying off a certain way, and I was like, that's where he's going. And then he cantripped once with a meeting place where we met up. Then we realized it is best to take to the trees and stealthily jump around within the trees, staying unseen. And once in a while, when we see an Iltharian that has lagged a little bit too far outside of the rest of the herd, we kill that guy.
Go time.
And then back to the trees.
Cantrips.
Better. No. No cantrips.
Okay. Going back and forth on this, it has been a little bit of time. You haven't really been able to keep super good track of it, as you've just mostly been focusing on the next thing. When all of a sudden, from the stronghold, there is a large rumble and a sound of stones collapsing and crumbling. And as you turn to look, you see that the stronghold is almost collapsing in on itself, like some kind of implosion. And then there is a huge wave that rockets out of the center as the entire place seems to come down on its own pillars and support beams. The sound is cacophonous, and as it settles and the dust kind of pulls away, the only thing you can think about is, Loholt was in that.
I wonder if he's dead.
We better go find out.
Just gotta make sure. Finish the job.
On the other side,
finally, right?
On the other side, also witnessing this, someone who had also been running distraction up to this point has gotten separated from Wrath, the other companion. But you do witness the stronghold collapse, and you also would know that Loholt was inside of it when that happened. You are currently the closest than anyone else, and as you run towards the rubble, what do we see kind of picking their way through the stones and the dust and lifting up wooden limbs, trying desperately to find your fallen comrade?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Ruessa, the archer, and you see me looking in, and...
Yeah, it's tough, right?
It is tough.
Yeah,
I
what do you
don't
look
see too
like?
much. It's like,
What do you look
what
like?
I look like. I'm blonde and tall and I have a cloak on.
Just for
And a big bow I
you look
have.
like me then.
Yeah.
Are you
But I'm
blonde?
And who is Rowessa
I played
to
hero.
Loholt? Who's Loholt to Rowessa?
The lovers.
Oh, we're lovers. Wow, I was going to say we're like best friends and stuff, but if you want to skip right to lovers, we can go right to that one. No,
They're in love.
yeah, we're in love. Yeah, we've been in love.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been in love for very long. Childhood friends growing up together, raised by the same crazy wizard, Caliban.
Loholt and Embrourie are lovers too.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. You're okay with that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
big-
fine.
a big
Slightly
family.
different. Just
Yeah, same
ever so
family.
slightly
It's a big family, right?
different, but
Yeah.
the same.
But I can't see too much. I'm looking in.
three
and
bottom.
No,
all
it's-
dusty.
Yeah, you're picking past fallen pillars and crumbled stone, stepping over the bodies
human
of dead
centipede.
Iltharians.
Oh,
The bottoms.
God, hold on. Okay, you just gotta make sure we just killed Gabriel. Okay, sorry. What's happening in this wonderful scene?
She's picking through various fallen stones, rubble, stepping over dead Iltharians, kicking aside glowing green blades as you make your way past. Up ahead, though, you do finally see in the both the rainy mist and also the still settling dust and stone, the amber glow that it usually signifies Loholt's sword, just emanating from beneath some stones.
I almost see him.
Am I awake?
You are not.
Oh.
So all you see is just this kind of glow. And as you approach, you are able to see that it is indeed Loholt. You kind of recognize the black hair and the armor and the cloak. Although he looks badly wounded, like the whole place has just collapsed in on him.
So I run over there and I try to get him out, moving the big rocks.
Okay. Now, Loholt, as Roessa kind of starts to jumble the stones and your body, you sort of start to move slightly, and Roessa, you do see him sort of mumble a little bit, and it kind of like tosses and turns.
Marex.
And for you, Loholt, there is like this almost white flash.
Oh. We've lost barracks.
I cannot believe you did that.
There was a huge flash of hot white light, and everything went dark for those here. We are not quite sure what exactly has happened yet, but as Loholt,
Is it silent?
it is quiet. There's a bit of a ringing in your ears as you come to. You ignite the sword, I assume.
I will. Yes. If it's pitch dark at this point, I will.
You're not really sure. Your vision is a little swimmy.
Is it?
I was going to ask, did everything go dark because we were knocked out, or did everything go dark because there are no more lights in this place?
You were unconscious.
Right, okay.
Give me a second here. Sorry. I know. Probably just. Okay. Feeling the ground. I'm still in the stony.
There's no ground.
What? I'm floating.
It would appear so. Everything is gray and white. Ephemeral and ethereal.
We're not here again, are we? Okay. Eyes go white, flicker to amber, and then the sword will glow amber hue, and I will cast the cantrip light.
Okay. Next to you is Adira.
Floating as well?
Yes, you seem to be in sort of a vast nothingness.
Am I awake?
You are now, as the light has sort of glossed in front of your eyes and caused you to come to.
Where are we?
I don't know. There's no ground. My guess would be the veil of some sort. Nightmare. I did not know where we are. Divine sense.
There's a lot of veil everywhere. Essence of Fae and things like that.
Does this... I have a one-track mind.
Uh-huh.
Does this look like the same type of environment in which my tear was lost?
Yes.
Do we see Melfor Elminster?
You do not.
Oh,
Did
no,
roll
that's...
2 d20s today.
What about Merrick's?
Also not currently visible.
Nowhere. So I'll extend the light as far as I can go, the 30 feet.
I will also take out my sword and...
The amber and green lights coalesce together, and it's not really illuminating much. It's mostly just vast emptiness. But ahead, there is sort of a ebb and a flow and a swishing of the weird ephemeral mist, and a saffron amber glow begins to pour out.
No.
See here?
Might be Chrymaris himself.
No. I don't want to go back there ever again. I cannot go back.
Don't worry. Won't allow it.
Ooh,
Stepping through,
the king is going to say no.
amber scaled,
Yes, Mouth.
wings wrapped around like a cloak. The fake smile.
Oh.
Adorning his face, their face with the one fang noticeably absent. Chimeris emerges into the nothingness, walking as if on perfectly flat ground, yet also surrounded by the nothingness that you find yourself in. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please skip to the pleasantries. Skip the pleasantries
why would
and
I
get
do
to the
that?
business.
The
because
pleasantries are the best part of
where are our
civilization.
companions?
Yes. Well, your friend, DeKenneth, went for a more unconventional approach and caused a reactor leak. It went critical. The excess energies being filtered into the veil rebounded and flooded the location that you were in. Your souls, being that of the veil and tied to its essence, remain within it. Those of the other worlds, as they are not tied to its veil, have been discorporeated.
I don't like the sound of that.
Does Lahope know what that means, even though Tommy doesn't?
Does Adira know, even though Elisa
It means
does?
they've been spread out and atomized.
They're now not corporeal form.
So, I must apologize, Adira. It would appear that your recklessness has actually furthered our goals rather substantially. If halted the growth of the veil somewhat.
The veil is fine. I have lived up to your orders. Why are you here?
I can be here. You're in my domain now. The veil has enveloped you, and so here I am to...
Let us out?
I think it would be unwise of me to try and keep you caged. You have far too much of a fire in your spirit to remain among my agents. That being said, you are also quite the liability to my goals.
I am no liability to your goals if your goals have been true in what you've said to me. Now, if you've been lying to me, then that's not the relationship I thought that we had.
Truth is an interesting thing. You may know, of course, that everything I do is to serve the greater good. The only thing worth ever aspiring towards.
As far as my research and history of Embrourie has taught me, is that the Elder Dragons don't interfere with the caretaker races.
This is correct.
Then why are you interfering with her?
Call it a personal fixation.
That is not for the greater good.
Why are you interfering with the rest of these Iltharians and their agenda?
My plan was to allow them to continue, to let fate reach its course, allow mortals to shape the world in the ways that they desire. I suppose it should not be surprising, then, that when the mortals do exactly that, it achieves some semblance of accomplishment.
You're aware that your efforts to help them and let them continue on with their goal was helping a dragon slayer?
We must not hold personal offenses to small tasks that are accomplished by those who are but a blip in the grand scheme of existence. But I begin to wax poetic. I am here not to take you back. I do not think you are a right fit for my particular organization. I spoke with your otherworldly friend, the arch-wizard.
Elminster.
Yes.
I thought he was atomized.
I spoke with him before that had happened. He seemed quite adamant that he held no ill will for you or for your world, and seemed like a right jolly fellow. Rather like him, in fact, I'm afraid to admit. I am here to broker a deal.
There are many worlds that tell you never to deal with a dragon. However, since you have chosen me to bear your fang, I will listen, but Adira may have the option to make her own choice.
Satisfactory. Those that you have brought here, against all warnings that I have offered, they are durable, inventive, of a strong constitution. Perhaps it was folly to expect common mortality to succumb to them. I understand that you may wish to call upon them once more, that the need for heroes among the mortals is great. And while I am not wishing to interfere, as you have said, and allow mortals to forge their own paths, I am not against guiding them as a shepherd would their flock. You will agree that those from other worlds must remain in other worlds until we can be sure that their passages are unmarked by the lunar hordes, and in exchange I shall grant you a facsimile, an echo, a vestige of their forms that you can call upon when you need them.
So they're not dead.
Not exactly. This is a place of dreams, memories, thoughts, ideas. They may be scattered throughout its remnants, but it can be easily recalled. Those who remember, those who feel, those who care, they are strong. They can return, if you but allow them to. But not as you know them. They will be sent back from whence they came, and in their place, like I said, an echo, a vestige, a remnant of your thoughts and memories and feelings of them will remain and are welcome to stay. I shall offer no more involvement.
But it's not them.
Well, would you say the memories you hold of your friends Elminster, Merrix, and Melf are not real? That the image you've constructed in your mind of them is not them? That seems like a rather cruel thing to say about a friend.
I wouldn't say that, but there's more philosophy involved
Yes.
that should be investigated, but
You're
it is
talking
better
about
than nothing.
You're talking about creating beings, like homunculi. The very thing that put a black mark on Merrix to Kenneth back at home when he lost his son. Is this not the same?
I am not one to judge the decisions mortals make for their own desires, to feel human, to feel how they should.
I would trust it if Merrix was making it.
I do not feel a sense of loss for them, for yearning comes from fear. But logically it states that I will and should miss their presence. And so when I see them, I am elated. I have grown fond of them as I have my own companions. as I have of Adira. But I think, and I know you've had this conversation with them, that should they wish to stay, then they can create the vestiges for their own use, and not for the will of my own desires or fear. I am not their king, or anyone's. They can make their own decisions.
You have spoken your truth, and I accept it. Do you have anything to add, Adira?
I don't think I can stop this from happening. If they truly cannot come as themselves, as we know them, as the truth of them, I can make no promises, but I would see how these vestiges would somehow be them. But if the greatest need for the greater good, for Embrourie, ever happened and they did not suffice, then I wouldn't say that I wouldn't be tempted to call upon the real thing. And that is just my truth.
We will have to approach such things when they occur. For the time being, would you accept my generous offer?
You haven't offered me anything.
The chance to revisit old friends, to kindle new relationships, forge new memories, without the threat of piercing the veil. I do not have to do any of these things, and yet here I am offering it to you anyway.
One moment, let me confirm. How's he going to
Okay.
stop us from doing it anyway?
If you say no, that's up to them. I've given my will to them. They may make the decision freely upon themselves.
Sure, I would say that they should make their decision too, but how is he going to stop us from summoning them anyway?
I don't think he can.
So it's just trust. So he's really not giving us any offer.
No, that's how dragons deal.
Maybe he should offer something substantial.
Yes, well. Perhaps, Adira,
Negotiate.
when the veil is lifted and you find yourself on solid ground, your mind may be persuaded.
Perhaps. I will go with what Loholt has said. I agree. It should be up to them. But I
Very
would do
well.
nothing to interfere unless the fate of the world is at stake.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh, we run out of business cards. I mean, one way or another.
It's today.
No, I just-
Business card day.
In this car's day. Oh, Mr. Saturday. Oh, Mr. Saturday. The Dora, the Fiolan TV show is on. Come on over for some popcorn. He's coming out of the veil for like useless.
And bring some cards.
Bring some more cards. It's like the genie with unlimited wisdom.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
Let us begin with the Decannith. He took the full brunt of the blast. We can restore him, but he must be sent on his way. He will need time to recover. The vestige will be incomplete until he is fully awoken, if we are to do as you have suggested, Linvander. But first you must help reconstitute his form here in the Vale. Remember your fondest anecdotes.
It's just like it's like the white screen. Merrick's just like, "Hey, kid," like it's a slow motion, or he's like, "I got a flash of genius." Next cut, flash of genius, 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 genius,
Science.
genius.
I just-
He just breaks the
Science.
fourth wall. Genius. Oh, a second thought. No.
That one right below.
How would you create this form of your friend Decanneth?
Why would you ask me such things? I know not how to do these powers.
I would hire him to do it.
I detect evil and kick down doors.
What I need from you is to bring about his form so that we may have him proceed. It is merely a matter of recalling who he is, describing what he is about, and feeling that in the core of your being.
Marketing.
Yeah. I will think of Merrick's as he
Exposition guy.
as low.
Come on, it's all about the science.
Yes. I will remember Merrick's as endearingly obnoxious and Tony Stark as he is, whatever Tony Stark means in this world. Which is funny because what you don't know as a dungeon master is that while you were talking, I was thinking about how to bargain with the dragon about the profit of these intra-world trade routes and stuff. So I was actually thinking about how proud Merrick's would be if I were to try and broker a deal with the dragon on a way that would be profitable for both, rare artifacts and money, right? So technically I was thinking about the savviness of who Merrick's was, and I don't believe he has ended his journey yet. He has too much to deal with his son and with other issues that he has to deal with. So.
And who is Merrick's Decanneth to you, Adira? As a form kind of begins to pull out of the mists piece by piece.
Kiss. I think that Merrick's uses his humor and business savvy and genius to cover darkness. Of course she's going to say that. To cover his darkness that he hides, one that I know very well. And I think that he has taught me not only to be an artificer, even though I was already one with my Rennick, but he's taught me many things, that he's also a teacher and a guide. And I think that if you wanted to reconstruct him in some sort of vessel here, you would need something at his heart. And what I would put at his heart is one of your scales.
We shall see what the Decanneth boy
You remind me
thinks.
of him, and he reminds me of you. And so I think that it would be a true honor for him to have you at his heart.
And
Yeah.
a sort of amber glowing heart beats and pulses at the center of this humanoid form that is made out of the mist, and then it sort of fades into the fog.
And the white fades as you start to come to, and the first thing you see is this sort of white, hazy, almost halo-like outline, and just this sort of blurry face, very familiar face. It slowly starts to come into sharpness as your bleary eyes adjust. You hurt everywhere. Every bone in your body feels like it's been bruised. You're pretty sure your armor's been dented in several places, if not your head.
Oh, God.
But before you is none other than Roessa.
You're alive.
What?
You're alive.
What are you doing here? You need to get back to the camp.
No.
Yeah.
I need to get you out.
Wait. Look around. Where am I?
Rubble.
Below me?
Rubble.
So you see him.
So,
You see him like get up and like and then the pain kicks in, so he settles into the rocks. 1 second. White light will pulse through his fingertips into his own body, and you see sort of like the cuts and stuff begin to heal a little bit. And I will lay on hands myself back from probably 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give myself 30, just so I'm not, toast. And I will heal myself up to the point where I can move, and then I will reach over and grab your hand and help me get up. Merrick's. I'll start moving like the rocks. I'll be like, Adira! I'll just drop Amberfang to the ground. You'll see him. He's kind of hysterical, like as if like
the kids are missing. Like I'm like losing my crap right now. I'm just like kicking rocks over and Elminster, and I'm yelling it as I go.
As Amberfang
Tears
hits the
in eyes.
ground, there's almost this other like white pulse, and as that fades back, you kind of find yourself just almost on autopilot, just sifting through.
Yeah, so I'll stop. What's she doing? What are you doing? Watching me?
I'm just watching you.
I look
get
over.
better.
What happened?
There was an explosion and you were under the rocks. They all fell on you.
No, but right now I just.
You just healed yourself.
Are you playing semantics with me? Where are the rest?
They're somewhere in the forest, sitting on a tree.
Embrourie,
Yeah.
sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
That's typical of him.
And almost as if on cue, bumbling through the rocks are the two arguing voices of Gabriel and Embrourie.
Right here.
They're here. Embrourie!
Something
Gabriel.
about cantrips.
I'll cast the cantrip of light. No, I won't.
Well, goodness, you're alive.
I guess you survived.
I guess I lost a bet.
It's good to see you too, old friend.
Yeah.
Where's Wrath?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him in since we split up a couple, before.
Mm-hmm.
Before now.
Yes, I haven't.
Of course.
We split up.
It's been a while.
Would it be safe to say that the dream that I just had,
Mhm.
Lohold's used to veil stuff and weird things. Is he remembers all this?
Yeah, it seems to be more of a memory rather than like an instantaneous sort of vision. Like it doesn't feel like you're being pulled anywhere and then pulled back. It's more like there's a reason you survived what should have killed you. And it's sort of slowly piecing back
I'll yank
to
up the sword again and look at the amber blade. Because I know I've just been talking to, potentially in my mind, to Cramaris. I know it's going to sound weird, but I think we can leave.
The sooner the better.
I'm
Yeah.
cool.
I was going to
leaving.
say the reality is that Wrath isn't here, which means it's not a good idea to be here. If Wrath was here, this would be the best place to be because he's the only sensible person in our whole group.
What?
I'm pretty sensible.
Roessa,
I'm so.
it's nice to see you. I'm glad you're still safe.
Yes.
Now let's leave.
Lead the way, Ranger.
All right, I meld into stone.
I'll follow
Out the
you.
door.
as you turn to kind of position the direction to go, a familiar yet repugnant roar echoes across the ruins
Mhm.
as sort of crawling along the ground, sort of limping slightly, is of course
What?
the Dragonel, and still clinging to its back, blood pouring down one side, with the stash torn and tattered, number 1 emblazoned upon it, huge hafted axe in his hand. The worm hewer stumbles his way towards you.
I thought you took care of that.
I mean, I took care of it in a sense where I got away from him.
I will instinctively reach for my Pegasus figurine, and it is shaken empty of its magic at this point.
I don't. You will pay for this, Zayanku.
Well, I think it's just you and then it is us, so I don't think it's going to end the way you think.
I will be your doom.
Can I shoot him?
You can certainly
Good call.
ready yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was waiting for someone other than me to say.
I was like,
Injure him more and more.
Yes, we shall roll initiative.
okay, so we roll d20s.
Can I shoot him?
There we go.
Finer words never
And you're going
spoken.
to add that number. Oh, wait, you're all beside me at this point, right?
Yeah, I think everyone is gathered
So
together.
you add 5 more.
Let's get
to it.
everybody
So
on
that's
the
10
on
plus
the very
12.
nice Warlock tile set we have.
That was almost an 18.
And I can
You
get-
guys want to put your guys where you want to be? So I'm.
Oh, if I can get that passed up to the front.
I got a 30.
Where's it
Well,
going?
you're giving
Put
me
'em over
plus
there in
5,
the front.
right?
It's going to cut off all the.
No,
camera.
I meant like put him in the middle, in where he fits.
here?
there. Yeah, just somewhere there where he fits, wherever he fits. There you go.
Well, I guess no one's going to see anything else but the dragon's butt.
Yep.
Where's Gabriel?
Dragon.
Am I directly under
No, you'll be
the
over where
dragon?
Lohold is.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
probably
yeah.
all just with
Yeah,
you.
we're there
Oh,
at the end.
you can put it
And then
Okay.
this is
Yeah,
Right, can you
Mr.
reach over and
Fix.
put her there?
And this guy's going here.
Yeah, just put him somewhere on the. He's riding the dragon now, so just put him somewhere.
Does this work?
I don't think so.
No, just fine. We just know he's there.
Bleh.
This will be an interesting fight.
All right. So what do we have for initiative?
I wonder if we turn this around so we can see it sideways and do like
Yeah,
a
let's
Final,
do it.
a Final Fantasy view.
Do a total 360 to just let then the camera.
Yeah, put
gets
it on a Lazy
gets
Susan.
A full view.
How does that look?
That would actually be a pretty good idea. No, put
I feel like I
it on
have
a Lazy
this
Susan, so it's just
Tray
10,
thing.
You're a lazy Susan.
Yeah.
How's that look?
Go rotisserie
There we go.
chicken.
Okay, so
You spin that.
Do I-
All right. So Embrourie, what do you have on initiative?
Oh, 17.
17.
So a little bit fat. I'm just warming up.
Gabriel.
30.
He's
You
hot.
gave me +5, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, do I get +5?
if
Yes.
you're all within 10 feet of me.
Well, then
Yes.
22.
Okay. Bit different. Lohold.
26.
26.
Feels good to be a gangster.
And the
I
Roessa.
was 24.
24. Well, you were all very high up.
Let's do this. Let's
So
take
that's
this
going to be Gabriel with 30. The worm hewer and his mount have entered into the ruins. He looks very angry. So does the dragon. I raised this creature from the egg. It will obey me and it will devour you.
I'm just gonna steady aim and shoot my bow and see if I can knock him off again.
Okay.
I'm going beam because screw this guy.
I mean, he's not exactly in the air at this point,
He's
but
on the ground.
Still gets nat
That's a
20.
nat 20 right there. It's a nat 20, my friends. That was a nat 20.
Hope you got more than just these two planned.
oh,
And then so doing 2d6, but I'll wait. Since it's a crit, can I go higher?
yes,
So I can use 66.
you could.
So can I paralyze him?
Yes.
I will paralyze him.
Oh my god.
That's all my sneak attack dice.
There it is.
That's it, eh? He's
That's-
paralyzed. Now hit him. Now hit him. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And then my damage will
Do your
just.
And this is
action
the rider, by the way.
Let's
This
go
is the
really
ride,
close
yes.
by. And just,
Everyone's going to
Um,
get 3 shots on a paralyzed.
Six
on
shots,
the
man.
11.
Frozen.
11 damage.
11 damage.
What?
And then my
all
second
shots in the
attack,
throat or heart. Where's the heart?
I'll do on him again. Because why
Okay.
not? 26.
He's paralyzed, so. Isn't
Yes, that does hit.
does that count as a crit?
No, only melee attacks
Oh,
count as crits when they're paralyzed.
Really?
Yep.
12 damage.
Okay.
So he's paralyzed now?
He is indeed paralyzed. So as you pull back the bow and release a shot, it just kind of hits him like right in the neck. And he just kind of starts clutching at himself and is desperately trying to deal with that as another shot just pins him right in the side, making him wide open. Is at the end of your turn.
Well, I can't move.
Not if you were just aiming, no.
But I guess since he's paralyzed, can I? Yeah, that's.
Well, that
gotta
was your
be-
bonus action in your action.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. He is paralyzed, eh?
Yes.
Does the dragon eat him?
No.
Also, this guy's paralyzed.
Yeah, this guy here, he's paralyzed. I'll just put him on his back because that's where he's going to be for the rest of the fight.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I bet you had
What's
a whole
more
lot
interesting
planned
is
for
that
him.
Gabriel getting another turn before he does.
Is there a saving throw attached to that feature?
Oh, you made it. You have learned to exploit your enemies and inflict with the series of conditions to make them less effective. When you make an attack, you sacrifice a number of d6's Constitution saving throw, DC.
Oh.
8 plus your proficiency plus your dex, which would be 4, 4,
Oh, let him be
8,
paralyzed.
16.
Mhm.
I mean, it's con. He's going to pass.
No, maybe not.
Well,
Devin would have said he passed
Sorry,
already. He failed. Devin's trying to find a way out. What did you roll?
4. 4. So,
Oh.
there goes that legendary resistance already. Okay. So he does manage to pull that out, and there's a little bit of a sort of flash of green kind of shielding that area, and you see the blood sort of slowing slightly as he Okay. And he whips back on the reins as, for a legendary action, he gets the Dragonel to move up to its speed as it closes the distance immediately.
Okay. Maybe move some of that rubble out.
It's just, it tosses
Yeah.
the
I mean,
rubble
he's
to the
probably
side as it
breaking.
just
I
crawls
can actually reach over
and sort
grab all that rubble and
lifts itself slightly with its
some
wings.
barrels, some
Gonna go
crates over
closer.
there, and
Yeah, he's
pull
probably
that, pull that
breaking down
wall out
walls
while you're
and
at
stuff,
it.
right?
This wall?
Yeah, why not? Pull the other wall out. Okay, so he closes the
That's
distance.
scary.
Who's he closing the distance on? Me?
Just you all in general.
Okay.
You're all grouped up.
Do I get like an attack of opportunity or something on this?
Yeah, you could on the Dragonel.
Nice.
Oh yeah, because you get that.
Just Sentinel?
I don't. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does not. So. He
Could
gets
you
the first
stop the
half
dragon?
of it.
Okay,
Right.
well, anyways, there's an attack of opportunity. You can't trip a dragon. That'd be a 21.
That does hit the Dragonel. It is wearing Rennick Barding, but that does still get past him.
Okay, so then this would be my. Does this attack? I guess it's the same thing as the first round of combat. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll. Go. D8s. Feeling great. Marvel.
Oh my god, that die's been rolling 8s like
I don't know. It's quite
crazy 88s over here.
Thanks, Jay and Tom, for buying those for me for my birthday. So 15 plus 7.
Or that's like...
That's the amount of damage that I did.
Okay, so 22 into the Dragonel.
I'm glad you got rid of
so as it just throws rubble and rocks and splinters of wood around in bodies as it just comes directly towards you, you have Lajatang just kind of extend out and take a nice stab into its side as it roars out. But that'll take us to Loholt.
Loholt will spin around, Amberfang, flashes of light everywhere. He'll jump in front of Roessa and the Dragonel and Gabriel and say, "Get to a safe position and fill it like a pincushion," he says. And then I'll just swing my sword vehemently toward the Dragonel and slice into it with 2 attacks. And the first attack is 16.
To hit the Dragonel.
Yeah.
The sword will bounce off of the Barding.
So bounce off the Barding. Use the momentum to come back in. Ooh, much better. 25 on that one.
That will do it.
I'm going to attempt to drop. I have 1 3rd level smite left from that fight. I'm going to attempt. No, I have 2 second levels left. I'm going to drop a 2nd level smite into it.
Okay.
Nice. No. Oh, I've got great weapon fighting. I get
Nice.
to reroll 1s. Yes! I turned that 1 into a 2, baby.
Love it.
Hey, every point counts, right?
Right? 4, 7, 2nd level smite, so it should be 8. So 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 radiant. And 2 plus my 4, plus 5. So, and 7 Amberfang.
Okay.
Ha! Ha!
So the blade cuts into the scales of the Dragonel as it roars out, and the blood starts to kind of pour out from between the scales a little bit. Is that your turn?
I have 1 more bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Cogs of time twist in my eyes. I twist and contort the time warp space, and Gabriel's 30 initiative gets yanked down into the future and becomes I rolled a 6. So what was I? I was 26, right?
Yes.
So it becomes
It's
24. So you go again on 24. So I pull Gabriel through the time space,
Giddy up.
and when 24 hits on the initiative, that is now your permanent initiative space.
Yep.
But you get to go on 24. I believe you're also 24. Dex off.
She's probably got more decks than I do.
So yeah, plus 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be her
Plus
person
6.
than you.
Apparently everyone has 20 decks except me now.
I don't.
I got lower initiative.
Well, fighter.
Fighter.
And
Fighter.
that's the last of my actions. So I'm standing right in front of it. And
Okay. You see riding atop the Dragonel, you see the worm hewers he just sort of hit something on his axe. There's this weird sort of like whirring as the axe blade just kind of descends down a Rennick chain, and he just whips it around, sweeping it across all of you, which have formed a nice arc.
Oh, actually, well, technically, if you move me over, I'm in front of these two. I don't know if I can take the hit for them, or does it hit them as well?
It hits
Sure, it's just
It's a 30-foot radius.
Oh, so it's hitting everything.
It hits everything,
Okay,
yeah.
I can't. Sorry, guys.
So everyone, please needs to make a.
Acrobatics check.
Well, no, this will be a dexterity save.
So you're gonna
Don't we get plus 20 from Tom?
You get a +5.
you get +5, so you can add 5 more. Yep. 20. Right. What was that? 10.
Plus
So you're at
5.
21. And I am at
24.
21. We're both at 21. Hey, 21s.
21.
21.
24.
32.
Well, so you all just sweep and sidle and duck as
we Legolas away from
yes, as the axe blade does swirl around you, and you will take half of 13 slashing damage.
So we're taking 6.
Yes, and then it retracts back into his handle.
Total. -6. So I've only got. I gave myself 30, so 31, so I'm at 25.
I wonder how many times he can do that. Damn it.
The dragonelle flaps its wings.
It's all legendary actions?
Yes. And I will need some strength saves.
No, no.
Man. You still get the +5.
I'm going to argue acrobatics.
Plus, if I, plus
I'm going to jump with the wind.
Where's the 11 in here?
I give you +5 to all these.
Oh, okay.
21,
Okay.
6 + 5 is 11.
because I have +4 with Tom's +5.
25.
11. No, wait. 15.
I already used my selective destiny like
Yep.
2 games ago. 16.
16. So Lohold, you do get your shield up and are able to withstand the buffeting wind. Embrourie, you are knocked prone from the blast as the dragonelle kind of just soars a few feet into the air, just getting him and his rider just out of melee reach.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That is going to take us to Roessa, however.
Yaressa is very ready to shoot arrows at the dragonelle.
Okay.
So I was gonna go somewhere higher and aim for the eyes of it
All right, so you can kind of climb up some of the
There's a
rubble.
little
Yeah.
staircase over
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a little bit of rubble.
Yeah.
You can kind of
on the side.
scale
have to
yourself
move
up a little bit.
Move up to that little staircase if you can.
So it would be difficult terrain
Right
to get
over
yourself
here?
over there. Yeah, that's fine.
no, the stairs.
Up
Point
the stairs there, yeah. There's a little bit. It is a bit of difficult terrain, but you're close enough that with your speed you can get over there.
Okay.
So how many shots can you take?
3 + 3, I think.
3 shots? Oh, you get an
Three-
action surge?
Action surge.
All right. Roll 6 of these. Roll 6 20s. See what happens. So that is
You're adding 9 to that.
3, so 12.
12. So the first shot will be deflected off the Rennick Barding.
Okay, roll again. So we have four more of these to go.
7.
7 plus 9, did you say?
Mhm.
So 16.
Also deflected off of the
Okay,
Rennick Barding.
4 more.
Oh no.
Come on.
Come on, Rissa. 19.
19. Okay.
19 will do it.
Okay. That's
Plus.
not on the die, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So that's 1 hit.
Oh, she rolled 19 on the die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
It's a crit for her?
She has improved critical.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 crit. How do you want her to roll this? Do you want her to
Do you
roll?
want to do that now and see how much damage it is?
Yeah,
And
let's. Oh my god, let's do that.
So you're going to roll 2d8, and because you are always sharpshooting, that is a +20 in addition to the other magical items that you have.
Okay, here you go. Roll those 2. Add them up.
12.
12 plus 20. So 32.
32 on the first hit.
Okay. So you got to roll that 3 more times.
Embrourie's just laying on his back.
Yeah, we're all just watching.
16.
Okay.
plus-
That's a hit, I think. 16 plus 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that'll hit,
Yeah, so you have 2 more arrows to throw. 17, that hits. 1 more arrow to show.
That 12.
12 plus 9, 19?
19
21,
hits.
I mean?
19 and 21 hits.
Okay, so she got 3 more arrows in?
Yes.
So
So they're all
60
in
more
his
damage.
eyes.
They most likely, yes. So
roll those
go ahead
3 and add
roll those
60.
3 and then add.
What did you bet? Is this the champion fighter?
What the hell is going on?
6 plus 8, 14.
14 plus 60, so
Yeah.
74 damage.
74 damage.
The
Well,
archers
someone's
just...
got to do it, right?
So climbing up onto the rubble and
Yes,
pulling back,
pulling the-
and you fire 6 shots within the span. What's 1 shot a second? So you're probably firing multiple arrows
And people
at
say
once.
the champion sucks.
Two
So
at the
cool.
time.
And they
They're
just
cool
you get like this column of arrows just right into the creature's eye. And some of them do manage to bounce around the helmet that it is wearing, but too many of your shots just pierce directly. I mean, you are a sharpshooter. This is it's just like trying to hit the target on something far away. It is moving, but and it just like roars back and rears, and blood begins and ichor spews out of its eye socket as the thing just hits the ground in a column of dust.
Dead?
Oh,
She did 146 damage,
I killed it.
plus the additional damage that
Dorwessa.
was done by everybody else.
6 arrows.
The additional damage done
That
by
was the
everybody
action
else.
surge, though, to be fair.
That was the action surge.
I believe
the
I
worm
had an
hewer
attack of
hits the
opportunity
ground.
on it.
As it's falling?
I did 15 damage.
The
Yes,
worm
you
hewer hits
did.
the ground. Do you know how long it's going to take me to find another egg?
You won't live long enough to be able to track
can
that
place him
time.
up.
Yeah,
there.
you're gonna be dead.
Yeah. There.
All right,
As I scramble to
My
feet.
arrows are gone.
Gabriel. that was a hell of a turn.
Yes, well done. Jesus. How you doing?
You see her
Wow.
bracers are glowing
Poor.
brightly. The bow is
crazy.
also like got this nice shine to it as she just kind
Like,
of yeah.
I did it.
Gabriel, time is in
It's
flux,
crazy.
and you feel rejuvenated
That's
as it
ridiculous.
seems like you've almost like been thrust forward and you're sped up slightly through the veil.
You see Loho standing there. Come on, let's go.
I don't even know what to do. Am I supposed to go fight him?
I don't know, but I just give you the extra turn because I thought you were going to lay into the dragon, but apparently
he
she
will
just
he
stood you
will
up.
swing with his 3rd legendary action at the closest target, which I believe is Loholt at this point.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yep. So he is going to swing with his axe.
And my cloak is gone, so
That
Come at
is
me.
going to be a 22.
yeah. Do I have any spell slots left? I have outbreak points left. I will attempt. No, it goes through. I'm not going to bother casting shield on this guy.
Okay. Yeah.
No chance.
22. All right. You will be taking 26 slashing damage
Oh, that's
as
good.
the runic axe carves into you, and I'll need you to make a Constitution save against
I have
the wither.
25 hit points, so down I go. Constitution also failed,
Okay.
which is really bad.
So
when
you-
you're at 0 hit
You
points.
sort of raise yourself up. You're still bloodied and battered
I
from
got
the
this.
entire stronghold collapsing
Too
on
many
you.
arrows whizzing past my head.
It all comes down to
Even
you.
with the
So I'm
lay
leaving.
on hands, it's just not enough as the axe just takes you down.
Avenge me!
As the worm hewer then like picks his bloodied axe and turns his eye towards
I'm down.
Roessa, who killed his precious pet. Although between him and Roessa is Gabriel. So Gabriel, what are you going to do?
Invisible. No, he get his legendary resistance every turn, right?
He only gets 3, I think, right? Legendary resistance. is-
Legendary resistances are usually in groups of 3, as well as legendary actions are usually in groups of 3.
but you only get legendary resistances don't reset, right?
No.
So
Yeah, 'cause
you
actions
use one.
reset every turn.
Actions reset, resistances do not.
And there's no chance of casting a spell with this guy around.
He does have a glowing green axe.
Okay. What do you go on?
22.
He'll be next, yeah.
Are you going to go up in front of him?
I'm going to do something like that. It's going to be similar to that.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action until Embrourie goes. Because then I'll come up behind him.
Okay. So then
Okay, then Embrourie.
I'm going to use Nature's Veil as my bonus
Someone knock
action.
Hold over. He should be.
Oh, yeah,
He's gonna be
yeah.
on the ground.
Knock
His face
my
in the
ass over.
dirt.
And I'll yell,
You're
down again.
Everything's white
And
again.
I'm so far.
So I'll use Nature's Veil to turn invisible. And then I will, Embrourie will deftly and silently make his way in behind this guy from 10 feet away.
Where'd you go, elf?
And then I am going to attempt to disarm.
One-liner.
Oh, snap. Okay,
Great Axe versus Lajatang.
let's do this.
See what happens.
Come on, big
Good.
boy.
Wish I could give you guidance.
Good.
He already has advantage. He's got Lajatang.
Wait, did you use my my Bardic Inspiration? Oh, it's over by now.
24.
Lajatang swings invisibly towards him, and as he has not expended his magic sense, he has no idea where you are. And the axe and Lajatang connect with a metallic clatter, and the axe sails through the air, clattering into the rubble.
And then, as my second action,
What?
I'm going to attempt a trip.
Okay.
So
Put you on the flat of your back, Adamar.
I'm not invisible anymore.
Is that
No,
I probably
invisible?
wouldn't.
You still have
Where's my
advantage
bow?
because of Lajatang.
I still have it. Okay.
Yep.
You okay?
Because this is technically a shove action.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. Another 24.
All right, 29.
All right.
Nat 20.
Man, we're just assembling this guy the same way we did the last match.
So you go to swing for the legs, but this time he just kind of kicks out and moves as he stops Lajatang dead in its tracks.
I'll stare
It's a
up,
cool cinematic.
and then I'll take a step back and ready myself.
Okay. Gabriel?
Now, would I know? Can he absorb spells without his weapon?
Not typically. You do require a Renic catalyst in order to channel the power to absorb.
Good use
mana.
of the words.
Yes.
Sure.
Renic Catalyst.
Sure.
Traditionally,
Sure.
this is usually used as a weapon
I'll
in
look
the hands
over.
of knights.
I'll look over this. What's this guy's name? Wormhewer's shoulder at Gabriel and be like, "Okay, now's the time."
So if I tried to cast a third level spell, I'm going to cast Shadow Blades at third level.
Okay. You begin to weave the mana as he reaches down and touches the Renic barding of his fallen mount and absorbs the spell into his barding. Ah, God. Nice try.
I'm going to charge and stab him a bunch.
Even dead, my pet gives me strength.
Okay.
Boom. Ping,
Okay.
Ping. Pong. Point.
Okay.
Sing.
Okay.
I appreciate the sound effects. It's very necessary.
Oh, not 20.
What an anticlimactic boss fight. Just nat 20, nat 20. Crit,
I'm
crit.
just going to do the damage
It's
this
just the day
time.
of dying
Yeah, don't burn those legendary
I'm just
resistances.
going to do the damage this time.
for the baby.
Oh.
Oh,
1, 2,
I saw a 6 and then a lot of
3,
ones.
4, 5, 11, 16, 18, plus 5, 23.
Isn't that what you did last time? No, you didn't. No, it was
No.
Okay.
But I did get a lot of ones there. And
Yeah.
then second attack. A 16 plus 9, 25.
Yeah.
Shrink. 8.
You did like 32
dead.
almost? Pretty good.
He's not down.
Oh no, he definitely takes a good like, and you do see as you go into him, as you stab into him that time, there is this sort of flash of green sort of energy, almost like this sort of ward, this deflection energy, like this raw energy, just sort of protecting him that you are able to cut through. But it takes a bit of effort, and you can see that he definitely has some level of additional armor on top of what he is wearing.
Should have used my anti-Ranic daggers. Okay.
Very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it is finally his turn. My God, he made it. Okay.
It's his turn.
Who's in his way? Gabriel's in his way. He is out for blood on that Roessa over there, so he's going to get rid of Gabriel first. So, axe sweeping in front of his face. You see that it begins to glow bright green as he brings it up and swings it towards you. So his first strike is going to be a 24.
Shield.
Well, his reactions are back, so
I don't care. I gotta try.
I mean, he's picked up his axe. He has it again.
He does?
You didn't throw it away or kick it away or anything.
Oh, I had to call. Oh, sorry.
I thought you said you flung the.
'Cause that's what I mean. I'm sorry I didn't call that out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. No. So it flung away.
Right, I don't mind.
No. It's fine. I mean, he's got more than
This
one
is what
weapon.
you call a Canadian
He's got
D&D argument.
He's got more than one weapon.
It's okay.
So
Please.
he pulls out a
I
battle
pick it back
axe.
up and give it to him.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
so sorry. I did
He
that.
pulls out the battle axe
Canadian
on his belt and swings that.
So he doesn't have the worm hewer.
He doesn't have the worm hewer. He's pulled the battle axe out of that he had on his belt because every warrior is going to have more than one weapon, generally speaking. But the worm hewer, which is a special type of weapon, he no longer has.
Okay.
Oh.
So
It did special things.
you're not going to get as much damage.
It won't be as bad as when Loholt got hit.
All right.
But it's going to be... He will still absorb the spell, granting him an additional charge. And he is going to slam his weapon into you. And you're going to be taking 13 slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge it.
Okay, well, he also dislodges several charges into you for an additional
It's okay.
16 force damage.
16 force damage.
Okay.
Altogether?
Yeah.
So 16 plus
16 plus 13.
6. Well, half of 13.
Yes. Well, the whole thing is uncanny dodge, so you take half of the entire thing.
Oh,
Oh, okay, so half of 29.
Yeah.
So 15.
nice.
As you just managed to move as the blade, the one-handed axe, just kind of
That was just the first
Candy
aside.
dodge is so good. I love it.
And as that happens, he then sort of flourishes backhands and swings again. This time for a 22.
Oh, that'll do big.
He has burned his charges for the round, however, so this is only going to be the 13 slashing.
One reaction's down.
And then the third strike that he does will be 23 damage.
Oh, apparently you're rolling well now.
Apparently, yeah, I don't know.
You're not.
And that's going to be another 13 slashing. And I'll need a constitution save for withering.
Do I still get tough?
Come on, baby.
No, I'm down and out. My aura's
Well,
down.
so here's what's going to happen. Make your first constitution save from the first hit.
No, 13.
13. He then mana wounds you, meaning that you've taken double damage from each of the consecutive strikes afterwards. As the axe carves into your
So
body
each
and
one would be
slices
26
away. Yes.
after the first one?
Correct.
Okay, then I'm down.
Yes, as the axe carves into your flesh, it slices away parts of your armor and your body and leaves behind this black necrotic
What's up, down, buddy?
wound as
Down,
the
buddy?
mana surging its way through your body just is sucked straight out of your still beating veins and driven directly into his battle axe as Gabriel goes down and he trucks his way towards Roessa,
So
the
30
slayer
feet toward?
of his pet.
Can you move 30 or how far?
He'll move 30 feet.
Can you move him 30 see if he gets there?
To me,
Yeah.
So like 1,
as I wanted to come in and
10.
help you.
15, 20, 25,
Oh, okay, good.
30.
He's getting close.
Pump him full of lead.
So
And that's going to be his, I think that's his full turn at that point. Yes, that will be his full turn. As he just blood pouring down one side of his face, just grime and dust caked to his body.
Now I'm
That
getting
brings us
nervous.
up to Loholtz. You need to make a death saving throw.
what?
13. I'm good.
Okay, you are still alive, although still dying.
Still kicking.
Roessa, he's coming for you.
Is there like a opening?
I will say, after his turn, how many feet away is he from you?
15.
15. That's pretty far away, actually. He will use a legendary action to just get right in front of you.
Okay.
Does she care?
No.
So I
Well,
can-
yes. She'll have disadvantage on any ranged weapon attacks.
Yeah, because
now
I
that
can't
she's within
shoot.
5 feet of him. That you're thinking of crossbow expert.
Oh, I see.
But
And if she
can I,
backs, yeah.
but can I climb up?
You can get away from him. He will take a swipe at you as you do
Okay.
so, but you can scramble away from him.
Okay, because I was gonna go further.
Yeah, you can do that, but he will just take an attack on you. He may not miss. He may not hit. He may miss, but he will attack you if you try to leave.
Okay. I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to go higher.
Well, even just
Yeah, okay.
getting out of his reach is going to cause him to make an attack on you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stay there and shoot at him, you're going to get what's called disadvantage, and you're going to roll two 20s and take the lower of the two, meaning you're probably not going to hit as easily. But if you can get away from him, then you just go back to rolling regular dice.
You have 100 and something hit points. You can just walk out of his
Yeah,
face.
just walk.
Yeah.
You got those boots too. What does she have?
Boot, slippers of
Walk-
spider climb.
Yeah, so you can walk along the wall. You can walk on the ceiling if you really want to. How high is the ceiling?
I mean, it's ruins, so
Yeah,
it's mostly
there's no
collapsed
ceiling.
anyway. There really
Go up on the
isn't
ledges,
much.
right?
I mean, the
Yeah.
Dragonel was beginning to take flight.
In theory, you could actually run up onto the wall where he can't get to you.
Just run away and leave you guys behind.
No. But I mean, you could run up on the wall and then shoot down on him.
Yes, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, so he will take a
That's-
swipe at you as you
Yes,
scamper up
yes,
the wall.
I know. Yeah.
That's going to be a 21 to hit,
Just
which will get through your half plate.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 13 slashing damage. And I'll
This
need
is
you to
minus
make a
13.
Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
This one, 13.
Yeah.
What's this one?
Yep. You add 8 to it.
14. Was it 24?
Okay, so as the axe carves into your back as you scamper up the wall, you do feel like kind of this stinging pain, and you also feel sort of this arthritic ache go through your body. But you truck on through. I mean, you're a trained athlete. You're very burly, and you've hardened your body against this sort of thing. So you do manage to get up the wall, and you're pretty confident you're out of the reach of his axe.
I'm dripping blood.
A little bit,
Okay.
not as much as the dead Dragonel over
Yes.
there. But
Yes. So now I take out my bow.
Yep.
And I'll. Is there like an opening to his armor?
He does appear to be very well armored. He has like full plate kind of ensconced all along him, and he obviously has some sort of additional iOS and Serenic energy powering that, something else beyond that. So it's difficult for you to ascertain because you're not sure where all of that covers. So your best bet's probably just to try and take your shot and see what happens.
Okay. So no helmet.
He is
is
wearing
on?
a helmet, yes.
Okay. So I'll just take a shot at him.
Sure.
We get 3 of them, so
Yeah.
see what happens.
Free
Here
at
we go.
once? No.
Yeah, no, you just roll one at a time.
Yeah.
Go on.
Here we go.
Knock all
So,
three
shot
arrows.
number 1. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
Very low.
What's that? 2?
That is a 2.
You roll this one. Maybe
Here we
easier
go.
to read.
3.
3. We're getting way slowly.
3 plus what though? 3 plus
9.
I guess wouldn't matter.
Always
20?
the dreamer.
That is a 6, I think. See?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, it's a 6.
So I did nothing.
6 was 15.
So you take the 3 shots and you watch as he just sort of like bulks himself up a little bit and kind of covers his face with his gauntlet as the armor just deflects the arrows away.
Well, that sucks.
Don't worry, Roas. It happens to the best of us.
My question to you is, how high up the wall did you scamper?
Like
Far.
You can go
How high
up
is
to
15.
15 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, to the point where he should be able to swing, right?
No, 15 feet is good. Yeah, that's I believe so, right?
And do I
Yes,
have
15
my
feet is good.
extra arrows too, or no?
You've already used that up, so
Okay,
that
so
is it.
I'm
What you
done.
could do is second wind if you want to recover that damage that he dealt to you. If you just want to really spit in his face.
Yeah. If you want to do that. Second wind lets you get hit points back. You roll D10.
Okay.
What would be this? Yeah, this guy. There you go.
5.
Plus the fighter level, so 17 hit points healed. Which,
Okay.
yeah, almost puts you back up to full.
He is going to, as he's holding the battle axe with the 2 hands, he's going to release one hand and just sort of rear himself back and slam himself into the wall that you're
Oh.
currently clinging to. And as he does so, there will be
Like
sort of
reaction?
this sort of flashing green energy that runs vibration through the wall. I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Yeah, you add that to your 20. To the D20 roll.
8 plus 9. 17.
Okay, so the whole wall shakes and you nearly fall off, but with the combination of your slippers plus your natural athletic aptitude, you're able to hold on to the broken stone as he nearly knocks you down to the ground. But that will then take us to Gabriel, who needs to make a death saving throw.
No, Gabriel's on 24 now.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, it is.
after
That's
Roessa.
right, that's right. Oh my god, no.
2, 1, 1. Isn't that 2
That's
fails?
2 fails.
You got to get him up.
See if
That brings us to one more slam into the wall by the worm hewer. So another acrobatics check, please.
I have medicine. Don't.
2. Why am I so
Give
bad?
you this one, yeah. So 11.
So this time the violent energy does ripple up the wall as you hit the ground, not falling prone and taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Right at his feet. Ha! Excellent. Embrourie.
Medicine lets me try to stabilize somebody, right? Like a medicine check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you roll a 10 or higher, you've successfully stabilized them.
Don't rangers get cure? Or good berry?
I think he doesn't want to cast a spell.
I didn't take either of those spells.
Nice.
We got a
Am I under
paladin
100?
who apparently only lays on hands himself. He only heals himself. Okay, so I'm going to try to stabilize Gabriel against as well. No, stop it. Just let me go.
Nice.
Which I failed anyway. Yeah, so I got a... What did I get there? I got +2. Yes, I rolled an 8.
An 8 total?
That's 6 plus a 2.
Okay, well, you don't make it worse. You just
Yay.
you try to tourniquet the
And
wound.
what,
You
is
get
that like my full action? That's
That
like
is
a
an
full
action.
thing, right? So then
you do kind of get some of
you might die right.
your medical supplies out. You try to
other way.
stop your bleeding.
I guess so. That was my cool. So then I think that unless I have a bonus action that I can try to use here. How many legendary spell sucks can that thing have?
He hasn't used his reaction yet.
So I can push
So,
myself off.
so he'll be able to do it all, eh? Well then,
Yeah.
I'm just
Inside or
gonna
outside?
Inside. You're
sit
the
there
street.
with Gabriel in my arms, being like, "Stay with me, man.
Let me
Stay
go.
with me, Gabriel.
Let me
Stay with me."
There you go.
All right, yeah, that seems to be everybody.
Is that it for you,
Run now.
Embrourie?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. With the big smirk on his beaten face, the worm hewer brings his axe above the prone Roessa, and with advantage brings the brings the axe down. And your armor does its job. As there's a
Yes.
loud clang, you just slightly move to the side so your armor takes the brunt of the first blow. And the second blow, as the 19 doesn't get through your half plate. It is made of adamantine, so the axe is like chipping away at it. You can see little flecks of the rennet kind of coming off on the adamantine as it slams into it. The third time, however, he does manage to get through, and you are going to take 13 slashing damage. And he will dump a couple of charges as there's a flash of green energy, as you will take 8 additional force damage.
You're taking 21 in total.
And then I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw against the withering.
20.
You're fine.
If we had that on an attack.
I know. 2, 3.
Okay.
Ah,
He takes a free action to spit on you
Ooh.
Wow.
disgusting.
and kind of place his foot on your
What a
back
mean
to
guy.
continue just assailing
Where are
you.
you?
Lowholtz, you will need to
I
make
know.
a death save.
You need to come back.
This thing. All right. Come on, dispel dice. 12. I'm good.
Okay, you're not dying more. Now, Roessa, you are on the ground. He's got his foot on you, and he's swinging the axe towards you. What would you like to do about this?
Can I?
So I will say, as an athlete, standing up for you only costs 5 feet of movement, so it's very easy for you to do.
I could quickly.
You just kind of like rear back and whoop.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so
I'll
you do
jump-
that
I'll
immediately. You
jump
just kind of
back.
push away his foot
Yeah.
and just whoop. He's like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm standing there now.
Yep.
Can I run now?
Yes, you can. He will
I'm gonna
again
run away.
take an attack on you, but
Yeah.
you may certainly just try that again.
Mhm.
So he will swing his axe. He will hit for 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
That will be another Constitution save against the withering.
Might roll d20. Ooh, this guy's ripping in.
10.
18. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the withering again struggles to take hold, but you do manage to once again get yourself up the wall as he just goes, and he starts to kind of prepare himself to slam into the wall again.
How much
But you
you
may
gonna
take
hit
your
for?
3 shots.
Yes.
Here we
I can
go.
do it.
All right, come on.
Make
Just
him count,
320s.
make him
Okay,
count.
320s.
Or
Sure.
19s.
Just start with 120.
Or 19s.
Or 19s, that's right.
What? 4.
Oh boy, we're just
We're
going up.
going up.
We're going up.
2, 3,
Come
4.
on now.
20!
Whoa! There it is.
Yes, there it is.
There's the 20.
There's the 20 I was
There's
waiting
the 20.
for.
20!
Ooh, baby.
As
All right.
I shoot.
Go ahead and roll a D8, 2D8.
So you got up.
Yeah, she's up on the wall again.
Yeah, I'm now. Yeah.
Whoop.
Heart is
Oh.
like,
So
I'm like,
the-
my heart is like racing for her because I know this is probably freaking her out. 7 plus
What? 13.
12
33.
plus 20 is 32. Yeah, and you get one more shot.
32.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You get one more shot.
So you
No,
do.
roll
This time your arrow goes straight down and like kind of you see it go right through the slit of his helmet and just get right into his cheek because he's like there's like blood spurts out of his helmet. He's like
Just like go close and
disgusting.
just move it
Yeah,
around.
It's Robin Hood it.
Yeah.
you get one more shot though.
Red dice.
One
Roll
more
the red
20,
dice.
yeah.
Roll the red one.
Yeah, the red one is
Yeah,
good.
red dice seem to be doing well for you.
About.
9.
9 plus. Was it 9 again? So 18. Yeah.
18 unfortunately will not get through the plate
True.
armor. So you do try to hit the same spot, but he moved at the last second as he's reeling in agony, and it just kind of just deflects off the side of the helm.
I was very angry.
I mean, you're getting some good shots.
That was good that I went straight to the eye. Or
Oh my god.
Now you need to make your death save.
Hard as a
Buddy, or
dice.
you're gonna die. I'm sitting there. I'm holding him in my arms.
That's right. Yeah, too. You are
Cradling.
with your
Come
your
on,
failed
buddy.
medical attempt.
Come on. Buddy.
11.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Breathe. Breathe. I start giving him mouth to mouth.
Blood is pouring out of his chest. Breathe. Well, speaking of which, Embrourie, as we get you ready, old Wormheur, he's gonna batter that wall again. If Roessa, you can give me an acrobatics check, as again there's
Go
this
ahead.
slam as he just throws himself into the wall. At this point, the bricks are starting to come out and
Yeah.
cracks are beginning to form down it.
can I not fall off?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
10,
Plus that number there.
19.
Okay, yeah, you managed to hold on to that wall. So Embrourie, Gabriel bleeding,
I'm
dying out,
Well, he's
dying in your
breathing
arms.
now, right? I don't.
You do kind of feel this sort of faint, like whisper, just kind of something that going in through your mind. It's like, "Don't let him die, you fool."
The heck was that?
You just notice, like, dangling from his neck, moving as you shake his dying body,
Oh,
is
dear
this
God.
diamond skull that seems to have turned itself to look at you.
Oh no! Oh. Wow. He's stabilized though, right?
No, he's still
no,
dying.
I'm still dying. I just have a success and 2 failures now.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stabilize him again.
I believe in you.
Please. There we go. 17. 19.
You feel almost like as you go to continue to attempt to revive him, there's almost some kind of like extra ethereal force that's sort of like guiding your hand just a little bit as you feel it get a little
It's too
closer.
high. It's lower. It's lower.
Getting
Good fool, good.
Just remember this next time I need something. Diamond skull. And then I'll drop Gabriel and
1 point of damage. Go back into it.
and I'll run.
You see him just slamming into the wall and Roessa just kind of clinging to
So
the
I've
top.
already
with her-
used
Does
an
that mean I'm up
action,
now?
so I can't.
You are stable.
Was that 1 hit point? Or
No, you
0
are
hit
stable.
points?
Holding
No,
on.
you're like me.
You
we're
are no
still
longer
unconscious.
dying.
Yeah.
So can he stop a somatic spell, or does it have to be a verbal component? So
He has to realize that you're casting the spell.
and a verbal component generally.
Any kind of
is-
component would mean that you are visibly casting the spell.
But if the person's not looking at you, or if I'm coming in from behind and I'm using somatic only, right?
Okay, yes, if he can't see you and
Arguably.
it's somatic only, he
Sure.
can't see you casting the spell.
Right.
Thus,
Okay.
you could get away with it.
Last thing. What even has somatic only?
True strike.
Oh my god, that's perfect right now.
So I'm gonna,
sounds.
You're just
get
doing
a
this?
true strike going, and I'm gonna run in behind and wait for my moment to.
Okay.
Because the second he moves within range of me, then I get an attack of opportunity.
Mhm.
Right? So I'm I can't, because I used an action to heal. I can't do anything else really. So that's what I'm doing. I'm
You're just
getting
going to come up behind him, basically.
yeah.
But he can stay distance, right?
Yeah, you could stay 10 feet away from him.
That's
you
what
can
I,
extend
yeah.
line
That's
of hanging out,
ultimately what the second he backs up, I'm going to try to poke him in the butt,
Okay.
right in the butt.
I mean, currently he's focused on the one who killed his precious Dragonel.
I mean,
So if that's the end of your turn,
I don't get an attack, right?
right? You've
You
used your
just
action.
kill it.
Right?
You killed it.
no, he wants
Yeah.
to kill me.
He very much
Only
so.
me.
He does. He really, really does. He is. Let's see. He is going. So this is now his turn. He is going to grab the haft of his axe and click a button.
It's not Wormhoover he has.
No, this is a different one.
Okay.
And he's going to just he's not sweeping. He's just thrusting upwards as the chain extends outwards, and the blade comes barreling towards you. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
20.
Okay. As it comes barreling towards you and it slams right into you, you feel this incredible weight, like a rocket just propelling directly into your back, and you basically just throw yourself into the wall. And you are neither stunned nor knocked prone.
Okay, good.
And in rage, he will just continue to bang against the wall as much as he can.
But at no point wandering within range of me, who's standing
No.
behind him.
You were very quiet about getting behind him.
He doesn't know you're there.
So I'm waiting for an attack opportunity. Is basically what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So he is going to slam himself into the wall. If you want to give me an acrobatics check.
20.
Okay, and one more.
Oh boy.
As he once again rears into the wall.
20.
And one more.
Whoa.
As he does his third attack.
17.
Okay, so all three times, just he's slamming into the. He just appears to be enraged. He's got this like arrow sticking out of his helmet, blood pouring down his body. He's just, I will kill you! As he just continues to slam himself into the wall. Dust and cracks and rocks are falling down. That wall's starting to look not very structurally stable. I would like Roessa to make a luck roll.
God.
So she
Torture.
get out of
So you
there.
roll a 20, and then you
Get out of
roll
there.
120, and then you roll another 20. If the second 20 is higher,
15 and 12.
Okay,
unlucky.
so here's the deal. You're very good at sticking to that wall. Unfortunately, the wall is now collapsing. You're still on a chunk of it as the wall just begins to collapse down. However, on the upside, that means it's collapsing on him.
Yeah.
Yes, and Embrourie.
Oh,
Dodge.
Better. We'll all die.
So I am going to need you to make a dexterity save. I will make a dexterity save. And I'll get you to do the same. And this
I'm
is more so to
falling.
try and like rotate it so that you land
safely.
rather than on your back.
Yeah.
So you have that, but if you fail,
13.
you can re-roll one because you're indomitable. But wait, let's see if it fails first. 13 fell?
Yeah.
I would use Indomitable,
Yeah.
yes.
14?
That's unfortunate.
21.
21. So you just like scooch slightly out of the way. You're still going to take a little bit of damage, but you're not going to take the full brunt of the force. I'm going to use my second legendary resistance because I did not do well as Wormhewer there. Unfortunately, you are being crushed by the piece of wall that you're still stuck to. So
Yikes. Try to
that is going to
jump
be...
out of there or something.
Can I jump as it's falling?
That's what you just tried to do.
Oh, that's what I tried to do.
Yes, you're going to be taking 28 bludgeoning damage. Embrourie, you will take 14, and so will Wormhewer. And as the wall collapses down, he's like, "Ah!" You hear the sound of stone slamming on
Okay,
metal as
so
it
is that
bounces itself
62?
off of his armor. And you're also prone as you hit the ground.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like... he starts throwing the rocks from the crumbled ruins of his own stronghold around him, just searching for you. And in the process of doing so, notices that you've snuck up behind him.
Yeah. It's just,
Elf! But that's his turn. So
is he on the ground? Is he prone or is he?
No, he also succeeded on his deck save. So Loholt.
Guess I got to roll.
You do. I mean, you're in good shape.
As long as you pass this one, don't you stabilize?
Yes.
Yeah, but then I want this to be a 20. 15. So that's
Okay,
stabilized.
so you're stable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, stabilizing.
Roessa, you are coughing on the ground, crushed by some rocks, not having a good time. But currently, you can see Embrourie just on the other side of the worm hewer, and he's kind of torn between looking at you and looking at him. What would you like to do?
How far away?
You want to push me
Within
down?
5 feet, yeah. They're all within. She's within 5 feet of him.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
I
good
already
sign.
killed him.
That's a good sign. He's dead.
He does not look great. The several arrows that are sticking out of
So
him
he's
and
not
the
good.
collapsed rock, he's definitely not looking too healthy.
Can I do something from the ground?
You can't. It will be difficult. You will have disadvantages, but depending on what you try to do.
Or
What
can
would
I
you like to try to do?
or can I get away?
You could try to scramble away from him, yes.
Yeah. Scramble away and then shoot him.
Okay. So he
Climb a different
will.
wall.
Well, this time she'll be crawling away.
Yes, not running away.
I'll tell you what. You can do this one of two ways. You can try to carefully crawl away. Try to sort of keep his attention on him, like kind of wink to Embrourie and try to crawl away while Embrourie keeps his attention, and maybe get away. But it'll take longer, and you'll have to you won't be able to make as many attacks. Or you can just scramble, and he'll be able to take a free attack on you, but you'll get all 3 of your attacks at the end.
Mathematics.
The second option, I think.
Okay, so you're just gonna
Yes.
gun it as fast as you can. Okay,
Yeah.
so he will raise the axe. Oh no, you don't! And he will swing and miss terribly as he trips on a piece of wood that had fallen from the ground. And you just scramble out of the way, no problem. Whip around, bow drawn, and unleash pointy hell.
8.
17.
Not
There
going to
we
get
go.
through the plate.
This one's gonna hit.
I feel it.
Oh yeah, 14 plus 9.
That will hit.
There we
Okay.
go. Switch to a
Last
different
one?
dice. Switch to a different dice. Oh,
Oh yeah, I should listen to Ryan. That'll miss. 14.
Okay, you do get 1 hit in, so that's a D8 plus 20.
24.
24.
Nicely done, man. She's just like in the novel.
Okay. Is there any particular spot I guess as you kind of just coming up, you're just kind of aiming for wherever you can.
Throw it if possible.
You throw it if
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
So he does have a gorget.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to have to...
The other eye. The other eye.
Yeah, there's a chin. Yeah. So you get the arrow and it like just carves a section of his chin off as the arrow just kind of breaks on the inside of his helmet. Just,
He's got an arrow here, arrow here.
That was my plan. Go all around.
his
It's like
pincushion his whole head.
yes, that's what was my
make
plan.
it so he'll never sing again. I
Yeah.
heard he's got a beautiful voice.
Well, it's like that scene in Hot Fuzz where it's just like going up through his chin, out of his mouth. It's like...
Yep. That's
Yeah.
the plan.
He's not dead.
No.
He is kind of starting to teeter a little bit at this point.
All right,
his
Red
axe
Wing.
is kind of dragging on the ground.
Finish him off.
It's you
kick his
guys.
ass.
It is
Steve
going
ass.
to be Embrourie.
Yeah.
It's not really my thing to like take down the bosses.
No, you have.
So maybe
All
I'll
your
just-
pitiful friends are dead.
You have
Roessa's
to.
holding him off as
Yes.
best as she can.
So
You
I
have
will make an attack. The real question is, do I just try to? Everyone's down.
Just kill him.
It's just you and Roessa at this
Okay,
point.
I'm gonna make an attack. So I have True Strike, which gives me
Advantage.
And he's being flanked.
So 18 plus 11.
My
so
God, you got
29.
I just saw the
That
Whoa.
hits.
29, so that'll be a D8 plus my Dread Ambush.
Wow.
Plus, I think that's it. I haven't hit this guy yet, so I don't have favorite bow.
No,
on
that's
him.
right, yeah.
So then it'll be this and this plus 7. I think that's it. Should have rolled my other D8s.
6 plus 7.
7. Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 plus 7, 13.
You have another attack, don't you?
Yeah, so this time I'm curious if I could just go for the trip.
So yeah, you get the stab a little bit in his
Yeah,
back.
I And then
I just keep doing it.
And he's turning between the scrambling Roessa and the
I'm gonna
aggressive
go for the trip.
Embrourie. Okay, you're gonna go to trip him.
That's
gonna
not
go.
bad, actually, because then he has to
Yes.
spend more movement to stop. He can't get to her.
Doesn't he just have legendary?
You do have advantage on
resistance?
that.
21.
It doesn't apply to this. This is a contested
Oh.
roll. 21?
Yep.
Yep, I had a 19, so
There he goes.
Knock him
face
over.
plants into the ground. His face is cut by little shards of rock that are strewn all over the floor.
And then I will step back. Be like, bro, that's to finish him off.
On his turn, he will kind of gauge the distance as he looks at you and sees that he can't get to you because he'd have to stand up. And he's not like you where he can just alley-oop. Embrourie, however, is right there.
10 feet away.
Yes. Nice. So he's going to about face, bring himself to his knee, heft his axe, and he's going to bring it down on you.
Okay. I already used an attack of opportunity this turn, is that correct?
No.
So as he comes within range,
nice.
You may attack him.
I get confused when the
You gonna trip him again? Just hit him.
I'm just gonna... Oh, I guess I... Just hit him. the diamond skull. Just hit him. Okay, I'll go for it. Wait a minute. I don't roll advantage.
No, you just roll as a normal attack.
Hit. The skull keeps talking.
27.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He dies.
Well, if you don't kill him, pretty sure the arrows will.
So this time I have
I'll
hit him.
just stab with my
So I can use
bow.
the favored foe thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, you can.
So it'll be a +6. And let's see what happens. The dice is stuck in... I'm switching to this dice. Yeah. 8 + 7, 15.
Close. We're close.
15?
Yep.
As he moves his way towards you, the sash emblazoned with the 1. For a split second, you think that instead of a 1, it says 10, but then it just goes back to it's definitely a 1. But you're pretty sure you're pretty sure you saw the number 10 in there. You're pretty certain of that.
Would that mean something to me other than it's just confusing?
He's very near death.
Gotcha.
It may indeed be that number is of substantial notice for this.
But he's not dead yet.
Final strike, as he will swing his 3 times with his axe at you, Embrourie.
Yep.
You better kill him, Roessa.
That's a 22.
That'll hit.
A 22.
That'll hit.
And a 26.
Well, all 3 of those will hit.
Okay.
Bad, eh?
You're getting hit 3 times for 13 each. He will not waste a charge on you. Those are for Roessa.
Oh, dirty.
Oh,
39 damage. Yeah.
he hates
30.
You
me.
taking damage in?
Yeah, I've taken 59 damage now.
Okay, so you're
And you're still standing?
I have 100 hit points, yeah.
Yeah, he regrets not using that charge. But he does sort of put himself into a defensive stance, and you watch as the green energy from his axe kind of surrounds him slightly, just kind of coating him in this sort of protective ward as he glares up at you and keeps the side eye on the archer, of which it is going to be your turn.
And how far I am.
Okay,
You are about 30 feet away from him.
Okay,
With
so-
a range of 600 feet, you're well within.
So I can just,
You could do it.
I can do it.
You can just shoot him at this
Oh,
point.
you want to roll different dice?
Yeah.
What color do you want? You want
You wanna
pink,
use more blue
purple,
dice.
He does
blue,
appear
green?
to have. He does
Use
appear
the
to have
champion's
enhanced.
dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
He does appear to have enhanced his defenses. So this is now. I will ask you a question.
yes.
Up until now, you have been using sharpshooter to do pinpoint shots to deal massive damage. That does subtract 5 from your attack roll, but it deals an additional 10 damage. If you really want to try and hit this guy and take him out, you could just aim and shoot. Just fire at will, not try to do any kind of pinpoint shot. You'll deal less damage, but you have a higher chance of hitting. Would you like to do that?
And,
Yeah.
Okay.
higher
So then
chance.
instead of a +9, you will have a plus
14.
14.
Okay.
Oh, Chimama.
Okay.
But you will deal only D8 plus 10 instead of plus 20.
I mean,
Here we go.
14 plus 5 is 19.
That's a good, so far a good idea.
With the Rennick Ward, that will not be enough.
Okay, so 1 miss.
Two champion dice. What's going on?
9.
20?
With the Rennick Ward.
Oh my
Don't roll that dice again. Don't roll that dice again.
Come on, just roll over
Switch it up,
10.
switch it up, switch it up.
Yes.
Boy!
Okay, there we
Does
go.
a
29 hit.
Dice.
29
Dice.
will get through the Rennick Ward.
Yes.
Roll that D8.
Roll that D.
Plus 10 to this, right?
Just the 10.
That's, yeah.
Roll that D.
Okay, it's plus 10 to that.
So that is
15.
15 damage. Now, as I alluded to earlier, he had 10 hit points left.
You did? You looted. I didn't see that.
Oh, he looted. He quaalude.
I took a mallet that said 10, and
For a second, I was like,
10.
what's my 20 perception telling me?
Oh,
And then it was just, no, these are
So-
dead.
Roessa, this man who has haggard you and has chased after you and has given you great grievance and has nearly slain your partner in life. As you pull back, you fire the first arrow, and it is sent flying by the Rennick Ward as he turns towards you. The second arrow, again, sent flying by the Rennick Ward. The third arrow, you take that split extra second. And where are you trying to aim that final shot in that last split second?
His beautiful voice.
His mouth.
His face.
Yeah,
yes.
his face.
Okay. What a shock.
In his mouth.
What a shock.
His throat.
In your face.
In your face,
As
yes.
the string twangs and the wooden shaft leaves its position, he turns towards you and he opens his mouth to say something right as the arrow just... And he stands for but a moment before he falls to the ground.
Yay!
And Loholtz and Gabriel twitch.
Only two standing.
Bleeds out.
Gloves.
Glove is the
Team
glove.
Damn it.
gloves.
That's why I went down. I took off my gloves. Team no gloves.
No, Devin just rolls 20s against me and 5s against everybody else.
We don't know what happens.
Yeah, well, what are the two of you still standing surrounded by the rubble, smell of death, and two of your companions not in great states, and no healing magic or potions or anything of that variety.
Actually, I think I remember I have a couple of healing potions in my...
What would you like
Yeah,
to do?
Well, I'm going to just try to do my best to, stabilize these guys, even though they're already...
I mean, yeah, so you can get in there with your bandages and kind of take care of them. You think they'll be fine in a couple hours. They just need rest, and they need to not be here.
Right. Well, then, I guess we should get out of here, Roessa, as quickly as possible.
Yes.
You guys just leave.
Now,
Just
for
leave
you,
around.
Loholtz,
Can we?
as Roessa once again, for the second time today,
Jesus.
grabs onto your body and starts dragging you away, you kind of toss and turn in your unconsciousness, and there's a bright flash of white.
Who next would you bring forth?
I believe we've only traveled a short time with him, but the Prince Brightflame, as he's called, definitely has a royal lineage he must attend to at some point, and I would hate to rob his world of the same appalling torture of, please be the royalty you deserve to be, as I don't want to suffer alone.
We also pulled him into a situation that
Yes,
he was not.
he was
aware.
only here briefly.
Trapped in a world he never made.
But once again, he must maintain autonomy and decide for himself.
And what of you, Adiro? As you see little shards of green arrows begin to amass together and form some kind of congealing material.
I have fought hard my entire life and trained to be a knight, but it was only until I witnessed Melf's heroics did I have that same inspiration to be able to do the fighting and damage that I could see within him as an Eldritch Knight. And it's true. Yeah. And because of that, he has given me so much, and I would like to be able to return the favor in some way to him. And so, again, having only traveled with him for a short amount of time, I still have this feeling of kinship and friendship and attachment in some way, and I would like to dedicate those feelings and put that into whatever he may become, again, with his own choice in the matter. But that is how I have a great respect for him and his dungeoneering.
He
How
must
amazing.
at least attain some skills with dungeoneering. We need
Absolutely.
him to train Gabriel's crew, because the atrocity of...
I mean, this man should be writing books about this, and then Merrick's can sell them. So, you know.
And we should call them Dungeons and Dragons.
That sounds like a real marketable name.
Boy,
That'll never work.
Cobalt in corridors, much better.
Kobolds and corridors.
papers and paychecks.
There
Papers
you
and
go.
pages.
Orange sashes begin to swirl into view encapsulating a lithe elven figure with a spear shield, as none other than Melf of the Green Arrow, Prince Brightflame himself, forms before you out of the mists of the Vale. Melf, you do feel like you're being called. You're being taken back from whence you came.
It's almost as if I was walking out of some sort of, almost like a gelatinous cube or something. Shake some of this goo off me or whatever.
Congealed melt.
I'm sorry. And then say, where are we? What happened?
Welcome back, friend. We did it.
We're still floating.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, is he floating too?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Where's Elminster and Merrick's?
Hopefully around soon.
Merrick's is recovering. He, I think
He had a blast.
you all died.
No.
I think. I look
Father.
over.
I mean, they're alive. They're just in millions of pieces above our heads.
But you all have been reconstituted.
They've added water.
Yeah. It's congealed melt.
Thank God we had Scotty available.
Yeah.
Could teleport us, pull us back. All right. Well,
How do you feel?
Seem to be flesh and bone.
How do you feel?
How do you feel about us?
Ooh,
This will be the true tell.
heavy stuff.
well, I'm here to help His Grace with his quest for the crown.
I changed my mind.
I'm like, my thoughts and feelings worked.
Oh, it just disintegrates again.
It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just
Couple of hot.
Crown.
Couple of hair dryers on his wax face. Like, no!
And there's a bunch of
Kiss and King aren't that far apart.
Ilarian knights who need to be dispatched.
So
Or Rennick knights or whatever.
I feel like he is. Do I feel like
seems like he's back.
same-
Yeah, it seems
same
like he's
person?
okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is one of our elder dragons that you were asking questions about.
Oh.
This is Chimeras.
So you're the god of this place.
I would suppose some may refer to me as that. Yes.
Here we go
All right.
again.
Well, then I'll kneel and say my respects.
That's so hard. It is a delight to meet you, Prince Brightflame. Would you like some amber wine?
Certainly, thank you.
We don't have gods here.
We do now.
We do now. Thanks, man. Since 1993, I've kept the gods out. You let one guy hex in your house, and now we got gods. No. No.
Do you like Imaria, Melf?
No.
Yes, I gathered as much based on the whole I'm a magic person and I'm fighting guys who can take that away from me.
Yes. Yes, that makes me want to kill them harder.
Yes, it would be probably best if you were to return home. I believe that the dungeons of Greyhawk are calling you. You've got to make lots of money and make sure that ogre stays out of business.
It's a good point.
But our friends here could use someone of your capabilities in the future. Is there a form you would like to leave behind in case they should need such skills?
Certainly.
Very good.
There is some oddly shaped geometric objects with various numbers printed on them, like gambling bones. You can shake those and call upon me.
Very good. You may stay for the reconstitution of Elminster if you wish. I assume you'd like to be assured that he is okay.
That guy. Yeah, yes. I was there.
Yeah, whatever.
It's all about me, baby.
Who is Elminster Aurum of Shadowdale to you, Lowholt?
Elminster of Shatterdale.
You're in trouble.
No.
There can
I
be
never leave.
There can be no replacement for someone of his caliber and guidance. But I understand what you're saying. From the short times that I've traveled with Elminster, I will tell you this. I don't think you could keep him out if you tried. But as to not tempt him to be mischievous,
I require temptation.
As I say, he doesn't need
It doesn't take a lot.
it would be nice to have someone who can remember what we've traversed together so that at least it is a proper vestige, should he choose to do so.
And you, Adira, a crazy old man who still wears slippers, even in a dungeon.
It's complicated.
Oh,
And I'll tell you why. No.
Jesus Christ.
When I first met the man, I did not trust him. As you know, I'm starting to trust magic users. But I didn't trust him. He has since told me that everybody else knows the tales of his accomplishments, of his years, of his pencil in his ear. And I didn't believe any of it until I saw it myself. And just like with Melf and Merrick's, I learned a lot in just a few short, really days at the time, and this time as well. With a full year of of hanging out with
Vacation.
you
You're really selling
in
it.
between. He is an encouraging person, sometimes for better or worse. But I like that. And so I hope that I hope that you are able to pick every single piece out of the veil of him, because if any piece was lost, he wouldn't quite be himself.
very endearing, Adira.
a sagacious wizard
Oh, yes, very good.
with a bit of frivolity and much joviality.
Bit? Bit?
I don't want to come back here ever again.
And very humble.
Yeah, that's it. Humble. Yeah.
That's the most important part.
Yeah. Beautiful, too.
I hesitate to ask, in what order does Elminster's body begin to appear?
Why would you open this up?
Why would you?
Well, you know that
Player freedom.
wizards have crystal balls. And one should always begin with the essentials. No.
Describe the figure that appears before us.
Well,
Go ahead, do it.
what's most important for a wizard is love. Heart. So first you see a beating heart. And then, because Elminster is tempted all the time, and he's going to put his own twist on this, you see boobs covering the heart. Feminine boobs. And a shapely little waist. So much shorter than Elminster. But the beard returns. Beard and mustache. It's a very odd-looking young woman who appears before you. And she says, I think I'm going to like it here. And I know magic!
I'm so excited about this.
And we can hang out and talk about all sorts of things. And I will be dignified
Dignified?
for almost 3 seconds a day.
That's more than enough.
Very good. It, of course, would now be time, and an appropriate time, to send Melf home.
It would. So,
Assuming he wants to, which I believe he has stated numerous occasions.
have you got all the loot?
It's like I hate it here. And I have everything.
I've got enough sashes to make an appropriate war
He's
banner.
completely orange now, yeah.
Right.
All right.
So I cast.
All right.
When you're
I'll lay
lying
down.
Oh, wait.
What?
Goodbye.
Aww.
Don't hug me, though.
Oh.
Just saying.
Well met, Melf.
Hey, this is where you have to take off your armor.
Nope.
I appreciate you helping us in our journey. Sir,
It was a pleasure to meet you, and I feel like I have done some good in this land.
you have.
You have.
You have. Well
It's a
met,
shame
friend.
to lose
Maybe
an
we
elf.
meet again.
Yes, of course.
Dream of the Blue Veil.
So Melf of the Green Arrow, Prince Bright Flame of Greyhawk. You settle down to be comfortable and drift into unconsciousness, which is a weird, unfamiliar feeling for an elf. I mean, this is the second time in about 2 days or so that you've had it. You are greeted by the visions of your homeland, the Flanness expanding out before you. Dungeons of Greyhawk with the whites and the haystacks, the needles within.
Yes.
And as you wake, pulling back the blue curtain, back from whence you originated,
Perhaps
believe-
it was all just a dream.
I believe within about a mile of your place of birth, so that'll be a fun home reunion
No place
visit.
like home.
And the white once again fades as you find yourself looking again for the second time today at the sort of angelic halo of Roessa staring over you. Although,
Oh, not yet.
and Gabriel, you are treated by the angelic sight of Embrourie standing over you.
Why didn't you let me die?
Sorry, your diamond skull told me to make you live. Take it up with the skull.
I still need you, you fool.
Oh my God. What happened? Where are we? And I look around.
You appear to be back at the camp.
Well, that was fun.
It's about as close as it's ever come.
I think we've had closer.
Blood spews forth from your mouth.
What happened to the Iltherian?
Roessa happened to the Eltherian.
Nice.
I too did some work, but not as much as Roessa.
Are you all right?
Never been better.
Hey, listen. I just want to apologize about the money that you had to spend to pay Captain Flint. It was 1,000 gold.
I'll get it back
I know.
from the captain.
Did Wrath make it back?
Yes, he has reported in, although he is resting in his own tent.
Yeah.
I hope you told him he's not to separate himself from us. What am I supposed to do without Wrath? Every time he's not around, I'm somehow unconscious.
Because Wrath is the responsible one.
But he gives away my money. Apparently everybody gives away my money.
And we're drained from this crazy battle.
We can't stay here.
Would have gone a lot worse if you didn't just one-hitter quitter that dragon.
Oh my God. I don't know how we were going to win that one without your shots.
When the fifth arrow entered its eye,
Yeah.
I felt it was a touch excessive and slightly disgusting as it, what was left of the pupil just sort of
It was gross.
like a little pussy zit.
I mean,
The last one.
Just
I've seen
Did
you
you
shoot
hear it,
before,
Paul?
but how vehemently that was. That was incredible.
disgusting.
Yes.
A good bard will tell stories of that shot. If only we knew one.
True. I don't know exactly what happened. Yeah. But I see that I think my friends are okay. You perhaps... I'm going to need to rest for a while, and then I need to... Perhaps we should travel the landscape. I want to see if there's a few people around that I need to find. I think they survived somehow, thanks to some sort of magic.
Well,
What happened to the base?
the whole place is destroyed. The only thing of importance that was left behind was probably that giant axe that maybe we should have taken with us.
I don't think we can handle it.
Well, we weren't in a position to take it with us, but that would have been the only thing that I would say is of importance that I saw. Yeah. What's next? If I'm not needed, I will retreat back to the forest to keep track of the goings-ons of the wilderness. Reporting in periodically. You'll know how to find me if I'm needed.
Gabriel, what will you do?
Rebuild my fortune, I guess.
And
I will travel with you.
we're going to go along the landscape. I need to find a few people that I believe are still in this world.
Okay. Well, if you need me, you'll know where to find me,
Thank you,
because
Embrourie.
I'll find you. And
Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank
And
you.
Are you coming with me?
Thank you for the fight.
Okay, sure. I've changed my mind. I'm going with Gabriel.
And thank you
Yeah.
for saving me
Yes.
and us.
I can crash at your place, right?
Couldn't done it without the elves.
Got to go do elven things.
The elves.
And on that note, sun
Alvin.
sets on the horizon as Loholt gets some much needed rest and dreams of new but familiar faces. Perhaps a little different than you would remember, but they're out there somewhere. And as you drift off into sleep, that one speck of knowledge just holds tight to your soul. And that is Fate of Legends.
I enjoy wallowing in my
So,
attic.
well, how long ago was it? 20 years we created these guys? 30 years? Oh, Jesus.
Not 30,
25 years?
25.
I don't know. We made Embrourie sitting in the cafeteria in high school.
That's
In
right.
grade 9.
Darkblade and Leaf. That's what we were called back then.
Yeah. That's true. Darkblade and Leaf.
Wow.
How far we've come. That's still my middle name.
When did... Gabriel started in Vampire, didn't he?
No. Gabriel started in second ed. First time we played was at the university.
That's right. 1996, I think. 97.
Yeah, like in 1991, I was hanging out with R.A. Salvatore, and we were talking, and I was like, that would be cool. I think I'm going to make a Dark Elf character. And he got really quiet for a couple of minutes. And then he jumped me, and he came up with Drizzt.
Is that so?
And ever since then, I've been playing second fiddle.
And who are you?
I'm Annika.
And what did you think of D&D?
It was cool.
Yeah, it's fun. That was your first time playing?
Yeah.
Oh, this edition, yes.
Couldn't tell.
I played Cthulhu
Super
before.
pro.
She's a Cthulhu player.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Well, thanks a lot. That was good.